Hello everybody and welcome back to Strife. Blackbird.
Without letting down your guard, look for deposits of ore.
Alright, now that she's said her piece, this is the second of two videos that is kind of sort of muddled up by the Audacity mistake I made, in which, for some reason, the input was incorrect, and all of the entire recording was just shot for it. So, this is my attempt at recording it after the video has been made. The previous video didn't turn out too terribly. I'm hoping this one also doesn't turn out so bad. Luckily it's going to be a little bit shorter, so I don't have to survive for so long. This is quite possibly my least favorite song in the entire track. If only they didn't have that violin wavering back and forth quite so loudly. Like, that it would kind of more disappear into the background instead of just being that continuous.
These poor souls are drones. Their synaptic functions are being jammed by RC implants. We destroy the transmitter, and they're free.
Must mine more ore. Must mine more ore. They're very ore-centric, these drones. Now, for a moment I attempt to see how far I can get with not shooting anybody. It's kind of interesting to take the stealth approach in these games because the robots seem to realize that you're the bad guy. The soldiers don't. And I don't necessarily understand why.
My suggestion is, toss the ore at the force field and then blast it. The resulting compression should create a magnetic blanket and turn off the light.
Now, at the time that she said it, I didn't realize that, one, the ore is an item that you can pick up, and two, that you pick it up and place it in front of the force field. So there was a little to her explanation that kind of went past my head. But I still had a whole bunch of enemies to kill, robots to blow up. I did accidentally kill one drone, purposely another, because I didn't want to accidentally damage myself again. They don't seem to be very concerned about their livelihood. But to be fair, they're referred to as drones, so... And there are a lot of them, just kind of wandering about, doing nothing. Like, they're not even mining. Like their only line is how much ore they need to mine. And then they don't mine any of it. Now, off-screen, there's apparently somebody mining ore. Because the ore is kind of like a constantly being resupplied. So at least somebody in this mine is doing work. Just not any of these guys. Though to be fair, it doesn't even look like they have tools, so maybe that's why this order has problems. They don't even know how to do these basic things. Oh. I swear, sometimes I surprise even myself. Now I suppose like I think I was commenting last time that about a lack of waypoints, and at least sometimes Strife is like, oh hey, this area is important. Although by the time I got there, I didn't realize that you could once again pick up the ore. I think I got it into my head that you had to shoot the ore to make like a cave in, but obviously that didn't work. I also got in my head that this path led somewhere, but clearly it does not. Now, this game has a little bit of an abundance of invisible enemies. Which, I guess you can, like, say, like, back then with the Doom and whatnot. Like, you can have your invisible enemy be like a haze on screen. But this game, it kind of, like, tosses cloaking devices on just kind of random bad guys. For no particular reason. Like, those were invisible spiders because? Like, there are other spiders in the same area who are not invisible, and here I accidentally blow up this drone in an attempt to shoot this spider. That one was to get the drone out of the way so that, I wouldn't accidentally blow him up. I purposefully blew him up so that I wouldn't accidentally blow him up. I'm sure there's some logic to that, but in the process of accidentally blowing him up, I damaged myself. And really, it was just selfish. It was just me being selfish and saying, you know what, my livelihood is more important than your livelihood, so yeah, them's the breaks. Now in the ore room. The highly explosive ore. Which I've just blown up all of it. But that's okay. It's interesting how close I got just there to accidentally picking up the ore. All I had to do was walk over it, and I would have been fine. But instead, I just happened to move around, preventing myself from realizing, oh yeah, this is an item. There's nothing at the end of that tunnel. Just darkness. An ore. But luckily there's still one more path left for me to check out. One more elevator. Although now, I took a brief it's kind of interesting that, like, no matter, like, I run out of ammo for that main gun, but this flamethrower, for some reason, I always have plenty of bullets. Plenty of flame
Command says the transmitter is shielded by a force field, so 2 birds, 1 stone, free the drones, and practice with the ore.
Yeah, this is the second time I've heard her say that, and And I kind of missed most of what she said again. She talks very quickly in that line. But yeah, the flamethrower, like I've been saying, it looks terrible. Has this kind of annoying hissing noise whenever you use it. Are you here to free us? Because I've been good. They took my implant out. I can't help nobody else. Not until you blow up the transmitter. We're free! I haven't done anything. James, it's a little bit early to be shouting that we're free. I just described my intent. I could still go through the rest of the level and not help you. But I think if there's anything I've learned from, playing this mines area, is that the flamethrower is really good against these spider bots. It's a deadly weapon, especially against robotic things. And also living things. Although I think somewhere around here, one of those drones gets shot and killed. Yep, there he goes. Turns out there's just some guys with guns. Guarding a door. It's what they do. Like, people ask them, hey, what kind of skills do you have? And you're like, well, during my regular shift, I patrol back and forth in front of this door. What else do you do? Absolutely nothing. I take no lunch breaks. There is a limit to the range of the flamethrower. It only throws those flame sprites so far. Okay. So, I forgot about this guy. I had to kill him because for some reason I got stuck in the sprite. Our bodies intertwined, and death for him was my only escape. It's what happens. Everybody knows that. When a body intertwines with another body. Yeah, spider bot. Invisible. Oh. Quite a few more spider bots. Nope. Still got some more spider bots to go. I think at this point, eventually, I go back to the ore section. Eventually. If you believe in dreams and such, anything is possible. Now, I suppose I could always just wait, run underneath the spider bot to kind of cause it to drop down, and then turn around and flame on. We're still free even though you've done nothing. Instead of just trying to hit the spider bot on the ceiling, which might be a better choice. And I just took the wrong elevator, but that's okay, it happens. I got a health kit. I got some bullets. There really is no wrong path to take, unless there's no health kit and bullets, in which case that is probably the wrong path. But at the very least, the wrong path teaches you that you are on the wrong path, and that you have to go back up, take a different elevator down. It's the deeper mysteries of Strife. Yeah. Oh my, you can pick this stuff up. Amazing. What gameplay features? And so, with the knowledge that the ore was in fact an item that can be picked up and used, I went back to the force field. Didn't really take that much to blow up the force field, and it was guarding a room with nobody in it. Just some money and some more flamethrower ammo. Which, it's like the enemy was like, hey, this is behind a force field. And the only way to... Okay, actually, now that I think about it, it's behind a force field. The only lever to lower the force fields is behind that force field. So the only way to circumvent the force field is to already be behind the force field. Which doesn't sound like a very good plan. But
Now on to the factory. Exit the mines, and you can't miss it.
oh, that sounds like a challenge. If I try hard enough, and if I believe in myself, I can miss just about anything. But before I leave, might as well just collect a whole bunch of ore. You never know when you need to blow up a shield somewhere or a force field. That's, it could come up. Also, I don't, now that I think about it, I don't really know if this works on other force fields. Whether all future force fields in the game can be dealt with using this Denin ore? Degnin? I know Blackbird said the name of the mine earlier. I just don't remember how she pronounced it. It's been a couple minutes. But yeah, I don't know if its effect is just for that force field. Ah, we're free. Or for all force fields. And also what other force fields can be taken down. But for now, I think this is the end of this recording session. Next time, it'll be into the factories and to stop the order from turning people into weird biomechanical mutants.
Nobody walks out on Blackbird.